give them a follow over at Black Farmland Owners Matter. Let me read what's going down and what's happening in Deion Sanders. In Deion Sanders, black people were so happy that Deion Sanders abandoned a bunch of black boys at a Jackson State all black or predominantly black university, and that he went to Colorado to go and teach the Negroes how to run around among the white folks so they can cheer in the stances. But at the point at which you step outside of your football uniform, you are a nigger and you need to get the fuck out. Anyway, let's read what's happening to these black farmers in Colorado. Yeah. Let me see. Here it is. I gotta bring it up real quick. Black farming family in Colorado needs your help and fast. In 2020, C.W. Mallory and his wife bought 1,000 acres of pristine farmland in El Paso, Colorado. Now, for the record, that's a lot of land. An acre is a little bit smaller than a football field. So they purchased 1,000 football fields just to give you a scope of how much land this is. This is a lot of land. This is a lot of real estate. They are ranchers raising beef cattle, pigs, and goats. From the beginning, they were told they were not wanted regularly by former Courtney. Former Courtney had been told he had balls to buy land in this predominantly white farming community. You motherfucking right, bitch. They believe the community is attempting to steal their land by running them off of it, or even worse. Former Courtney sent us photos of his documentation warning these photos are pretty gruesome. Here are some of the horrible acts committed against them. Animals have been stolen and terminated. Their fence has been damaged at least 10 times. Once or twice a week, strangers pass by who are armed. They stop and sometimes brandish their guns at them. Strangers have taken out their surveillance systems with what looks like an EMF device. Police hang up on them when they call to report incidents. Former Courtney has been chased on his own property. A white woman tailed Mrs. Mallory and then pulled a gun on her as she transported children in her family from church. A local Facebook page doxed former Courtney, giving out his address and a photo. Comments on the post by locals said they wanted to hang and lynch him. Block his family inside the property, then burn it. Local NAACP has been totally silent. Of course they've been silent. Because let me tell you what happened to the NAACP. Racism just went back doors and pretty much wrote them a few little checks, and they don't say anything. And if they say anything, it's going to be because a bunch of attention was brought to it. They're paid off to be quiet, because if the local people actually knew that the NAACP was going to come down with some type of hammer, there would at least be some level of hesitation. I also want you to note that, this woman was followed from church. And the Bible says you can tell a tree by its fruit. And I pretty much think it's pretty much time for black people to, let's just go ahead and kick the church and Christianity to the curb. The fruit is pretty rotten. Let's just admit it. But give this guy a follow. I put myself at risk by calling the El Paso County Sheriff Department, and I cussed them motherfuckers in, out, up, down, left, right, back and forth, and in a motherfucking circle. I did, straight up. But more people need to get involved, and man, I really do hope that attention gets brought to this, because as of right now, there's more black people that are sitting around commenting on random ass drama videos, and what they're gonna do is that they're always gonna give us all this drama, because I'll just be looking at stuff, man, little random stories about these little rappers and little internet celebrities and thoughts, and God forbid it's an athlete or something that does something, that stuff gets all type of coverage, man, and it's just be all over the place. And you go to this guy's page and he's getting some comments, but it'll be like 50, 60 comments, and we got our priorities wrong, man. But give this guy, former Courtney and his family, support. I'm out.